Beata, period's 10 days late. She's done a home pregnancy test which is positive, so she's come to a local GP clinic just to confirm her pregnancy, and hopefully if there's one available, which there happens to be, speak to a midwife about some of the symptoms that she's been experiencing. Now, although Beata is originally from Poland, she has, in the time that she's lived in Preston, developed a strong Lancashire accent. So enter Beata and the midwife.
Hello, is it Beata?
Yeah,
Hi,
right.
my name's Sarah, I'm one of the midwives. Do you want to take a seat?
Thank you.
So I believe you just want to chat today, is that right?
Yeah.
And you just had a positive pregnancy?
Yeah, that's right.
Were you trying for
Yeah,
it?
we were,
Oh,
yeah.
well, congratulations. We can't laugh, do you? Okay, so what is it you want to discuss?
I just wanted to discuss some of the symptoms I've been having, just to make sure that everything's just normal, really.
Okay, how are you feeling?
I have been feeling quite sick. I'm not really keeping anything down. I am trying to keep on top of my fluids, but yeah.
Right, well, first of all, that's brilliant. It's really important you keep on top of your fluids.
Right, okay.
Because it's not just for you now, there's a little person going inside of you. Love it. So really keep hydrated. Nutrition's really important as well.
Yeah.
There's a leaflet here that if you want we can go through together,
Okay, yeah,
just to explain what happens in early pregnancy, what's normal, the signs and symptoms, just for you to recognise. So it just discusses about being pregnant. So obviously you've got to that stage, you've done your test, and what it does, while you're growing this new baby, you're releasing human chorionic gonadotrophy, which is just HCG, and that's what detects in the pregnancy test, which obviously you've already got to that stage already. And obviously you knew you were pregnant. You missed a period, did you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So nausea and vomiting. So there's quite a few hints and tips I can possibly do that do help some women.
Okay.
Quite a few women have ginger, so that helps, just to help with sickness. Try not to wear anything tight, so loose clothing is good, particularly around your waist. Obviously if you're feeling a bit sick, that can make it worse. So what else have we got here? So eating little and often and drinking plenty, like I said, is really important. Try not to eat fatty foods if you can. When you eat some small amounts, try and eat something that's high in carbs, pasta, potatoes, because what they do, they release energy for a long period of time, so you're not feeling as tired. How are you feeling in yourself?
I am absolutely shattered. I'm still working full time. He's no use at all, he's not going out. He's doing murder.
Right, okay, well, it says here one of the other signs is irritability. So yeah, again, that's a normal sign, and you might find yourself a little bit more, because you're so tired. You can imagine your body's working really, really hard to make this new baby. So baby's getting lots of nutrition from you. Again, another important reason to keep hydrated. How about going to the toilet? Are you finding your wee in there?
Yeah, quite often, yeah.
Okay. Well, your uterus, that sits right on top of your bladder. So you can imagine, that's why one of the reasons you need to go to the toilet a little bit more. Once the baby starts to grow, it'll grow bigger, grow out of your pelvis, and then that should ease a little bit until very later on when again the head presses up and the bladder and you start going a little bit more again. What about your bowels?
No changes really.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You might find perhaps further a little bit along because you're releasing progesterone, it can just make your bowels a little bit more sluggish, it just relaxes a little bit. So another reason to keep hydrated. The more hydrated you are, the less chance you are of getting constipated. And well, that's another, it's not nice, is it, being constipated. And how are your breasts? Are they alright?
Yeah.
Alright, well some women find that sometimes they just get a little bit tender. Like when you do start your period, you go a little bit bigger. They can sometimes tingle, your veins might be more visible as your pregnancy develops. Your areola, which is the dark part of your nipple, becomes darker, bigger. Your nipple might start to protrude a little bit. And what about smells? Are you alright with smells? Coffee, right, that's a common one actually. It's important not to have too much coffee anyway throughout your pregnancy. Everything that you drink, you can imagine, lots of things pass over to baby. But have you got any metallic taste in your mouth? No. Right. Some women find that a metallic taste is quite common, and aversion to certain food like coffee. So if coffee is making you feel sick, obviously just try to avoid it completely. So I think that's about it for the basic things that are the more regular. Is there anything else that you need help with?
Just what happens next, really.
Right, okay. Well, my colleagues are here today, Sarah and Steph. They'll discuss the services we have in the area and what you can expect from the midwife.
Okay,
It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.